Alright, this video is about one of the 4 different options for giving credit where credit is due in MLA format. What I actually have up on my screen right now is a citation in correct MLA format for an article that I've got. And actually, this is an example of an article that I got not just in digital form by having it emailed to me from EBSCOhost, but I also have it in PDF format in EBSCOhost as well. And the reason that I wanted to have what would be essentially treated as a print version, this one, and what would be treated as a digital option is because what you do for one of the options is different than what you do for the other. But they have the basic premise either way. So I got this article, and this is the print option. This is the PDF that I sent to myself. And then this is the HTML version. It has the exact same text that I'm going to use. So one of the things then that you have to do when you're writing a research paper is you've got to have the integration of quotes into your writing. And the type of way to use quotes or information from other sources and to give credit due where it's due is doing what we call paraphrasing. And I kind of call it the 100% option because you're going to paraphrase it 100% of the way. So what I'm going to paraphrase then is this section from the article right here where it says, today's food grown in depleted soils contains significantly lower levels of nutrients than earlier generations, while our air is more polluted and stress levels are higher. All these factors challenge our bodies, so taking supplements to augment a healthy diet sets the stage for better health. What I'm actually going to do then is I'm going to put that into my own words, and I'm going to treat it like the print option. I'm going to say, taking supplements is important nowadays because foods are not getting nutrients from the soil, and I don't really want to have it hanging indent. I'm going to go none. Taking supplements is important nowadays because foods are not getting nutrients from the soil and are under more air and environmental stress. Than in the past. Okay? Now, what I did is I essentially took the information from this article right here and I put it into my own words. I even kind of inverted the order, but I put it into my own words as much as I could 100%. It's actually the exact same highlighted section that I have here. Now, this is the print version. And what makes the print version different in MLA format than the HTML or digital options, we have to include information here that we didn't need to in the other one. So in MLA format, the correct way to give credit is to put the author's last name. Now, normally, if this were just the digital option, I would close the parenthesis and put a period. But this is not just the digital option, this is the print option. Because when you have a PDF file and it's paginated and I'm scrolling down, this actually shows the page number at the bottom of the page, if you can see where my cursor is. And it's being shown as page 28. Because it's paginated and it's a scan of the actual magazine itself, we would actually put the page number here. So we would actually put 28, close parenthesis, period. So that's how the citation should look. Parenthesis, author's last name, comma, page number, close parenthesis, and then the period afterwards. Now, the only difference between the print option and then the HTML one, so now let's pretend I did not actually get the same article. Let's say I didn't know there was a PDF version and all I got was the digital one. So here's the digital one that I emailed to myself earlier. The major difference is going to be that I don't have to put the page number because digital or HTML versions of scholarly articles are not paginated. And because of that, in order to do it correctly in MLA format is this. Now, as a reader, I'm saying that I already know that this is going to be a 100% paraphrase. There's nothing directly quoted from the article. I put it into my own words, and gave credit where credit was due. Because it was paginated, I had to put the page number, but because I also have a digital version that it's this HTML file right here, it's not paginated, so I didn't have to do it. So those are the two options. That's why, and I also preferred getting the HTML or digital option because it's easier to do than having to paginate everything. But basically, option one for giving credit where credit is due in MLA format is paraphrasing 100% and then making sure that you give credit where credit is due. This would be considered a print source, and then this is a digital source.